The exterior of this Rio morgue was washed down on Thursday, where just hours earlier bodies had been laid out in bags after Brazil's deadliest police operation against drug gangs. The following report contains graphic images. A human rights lawyer working with families at the morgue said several reported signs of torture on the bodies. State police said they'd planned the operation targeting a major drug gang exhaustively for 2 months in order to drive suspects out to a forested hillside where a special operations team would ambush them. Tao Britu, the mother of one of those killed, said she went into the woods hoping to find her son alive, but instead he's at the morgue.
They can't cope. The demand is too great. The families who are already here just want to collect the bodies and be able to bury them because it's been 48 hours since all this happened. There were other bodies left outside. What's happening is inhumane.
Rio Governor Claudio Castro defended the police action and said 4 police officers were also killed.
The rest were criminals. It wasn't our intention to kill anyone. We wanted to arrest them all alive, but it was retaliation. It was a consequence of the retaliation they carried out and the disproportionate use of force by those criminals.
After the operation on Tuesday night, local residents gathered up dozens of the corpses from the forest and lined them up in the middle of a main street where they were mourned by loved ones. It set off demonstrations with people converging on the government palace, calling for accountability. Protesters said the raid was politically motivated, with black and poor people killed. Public security expert Rafael Alcaldapani said this police approach only fuels more bloodshed.
There's no strategy to occupy these areas, to target the financial resources of criminal factions, or to address the deep-rooted corruption within the police. These operations start with nothing and end with nothing, producing no long-term effect.
A spokesperson for the UN called for an investigation and for police reform and said that Brazil must address the systemic racism against people of African descent. Rio State Security Secretary said there would be an investigation into any police misconduct and that there was no connection between the violence and the global events Rio will host next week related to the United Nations COP30 climate negotiations.